Alright, today I'm going to talk about shoulder press, okay? Standing shoulder press to be exact. I'm going to talk about how to do it using the hollow hold, my method, my theories, and it's simple. Like I said, with the hollow hold, you want the body to be lined up together. You want to be bone on bone, so when you grab the bar, you really want this wrist to be over this elbow, okay? So that's where you find your grip, okay? When you come in, you really want this wrist to be over your elbow, okay? No matter if they have the suicide grip or the thumb grip, okay? As long as this elbow is directly over this shoulder, this wrist directly over this elbow, you're fine, okay? So everything in a line, like I said, bone on bone, okay? You have your chin down, tight core. But the thing is, with your legs, you're gonna have a slight bend in your knee, okay? You have a slight bend in your knee, okay? So the slight bend in your knee is allowing you to put pressure through the ground, okay? When you do the lift, to absorb and always feel tension in the muscles when you're doing that lift, okay? Also, another thing is actually keeping the body in alignment, okay, as far as your bone structure, okay? So I'm going to do another couple reps just so you can see. So I'll get my grip here. Okay, I'm going to do suicide. I'm stand straight up, chin down, got the core tightened, okay, here, slight bend in my knee, and I'm going to start from my chin. I'm not going to start any lower. I'm going to always start here at my chin. I'm going to push straight up, lock out above the shoulders, and come back down here, okay? As it gets heavier, you have that pressure through the ground to control that weight, okay? And to be able to press through the weight more, okay? So that's very important even through your squat, bench, and deadlift. Especially squat is a real good example, is you have a slight bend in your knee so you can push through the ground and drive through the weight, okay? Instead of having an explosion and trying to explode, going from nothing to something. You always want to have that bend in that knee here to feel that weight throughout that body, to actually feel that core and that breathing. So starting at the chin, bone on bone with the wrist, chin down, you here, and you're going to push up, bar over the shoulders, coming back down, okay? Just like that.
Question for you, Coach. Do you have the same hard, active shrug in the vertical press as you do in the squat?
Yes, it's the exact same, okay? That goes with the compression of the feet through the ground, and when you lock out, it's an active shoulder shrug here to lock everything in alignment, okay? Everything in alignment, nice and tight, okay? Same thing with my squat. I'm here, okay, because I'm holding the weight up, okay? I don't want to be relaxed in any way, okay? I'm holding the weight up. The weight is not going to bear down on me. So when I come up, boom, just like that. Active shoulder shrug. You should feel those straps bound up back there, because you want an active shoulder shrug. You want that tightness and locked in there. Okay, now talking about the bar path. I told you chin down. So we're gonna get the bar again, the bar path, okay? And I told you bone on bone also. So notice the bar's over my wrist, the wrist is over the elbow. So when you're pushing, okay, if this bar come out like this at an angle, you no longer have that wrist over that elbow, okay? So you want to be here, and when you press through to get that bar path, okay, the chin is down, but your head is kind of back just a little bit. So when you sit there and get ready to press, you want to push straight up past the face, head through, chin stay down, active shoulder shrug, okay? So I'm gonna show you what tends to happen in a shoulder press, okay? A regular shoulder press. People usually, okay, are standing straight up, knees are locked out, okay? and they're trying to push, okay, the bar, let me get here, push the bar straight up here, okay? You no longer supporting that weight with bone on bone. You're sitting there physically holding that weight with this weight out in front of your head, and what tends to happen is you're doing this, putting a lot of pressure on that lower back, okay? So you're here and you fold, putting pressure on that lower back, okay? So once you bring that bar back, you bend the knees slightly, bar back, bend the knees slightly, then that bar is going evenly through that body with those knees bent. So we're putting that head in there, allowing you to open up just a little bit to get that bar over those shoulders will actually do you a lot of good, okay? To keep that bar, you know, in that line is very important, and that bar is resting on the bone joints, okay, to support. It's no longer you're no longer having to physically hold that weight any longer. All right?
Coach, does that go all the way down to midfoot when you're talking about the alignment of the wrists and the elbows? Are you lined up with the wrists, the elbows, and the midfoot, or is it something else?
It's a slightly difference. With the overhead press, it's not the midfoot, it's more closer to the heels at this. Okay, so we here, boom, over the shoulders. I do have a slight bend. Okay, so it's going straight down to probably about the mid of my heel. Okay, that's the line of the bar actually. Okay, and that's almost the same for when you squatting. Well, it is the same when you squatting. Okay, and you're standing up. Okay, that line, when you have that bar on that scapula, that line is going to the middle of the heel. Okay, that's where that bar is. So that's where you want it to be.